map for ENCE. Used to be one of their absolute best, famously taking down Astralis from their famous 32-0 run, the first team to do so on LAN. Can they replicate some of that form? Can they find some of that magic? ENCE looking for the 2-0 here, their first win in EPL. It's going to be the same story for GODSENT. They're in a very similar position. Let's get into the map.
Let's do it. See if they are going to go for anything fast off the break. We do see a whole lot of buckets of utility for Crystal and Makalele in the moment. 4 of them heading towards the lobby. Going to have 1 lingering on Silo, and they hit the brakes as they lean towards Hut. They're going to go contact. I'm seeing a lot of walking out towards that part of the map. Crystal is going to be lining something up. Smoke towards Heaven. Aerial to receive. And here they go. Aerial is going to have to worry about his left soon, but he's already got 1 made into trade. He's already found 2, in fact, into the site. Alu, however, will not get another chance. Another bite of the cherry. It's not on the cards, and Crystal's already dinked up the last man. It's 6-7. He has no chance. The GODSENT pick up the first.
Oof. Well, there it is. The Heaven smoke deployed. A couple of flashes for the skylights, and in they go. Glocks at close range, managing to swarm the upper bomb side there, and ENCE were overwhelmed. They didn't really get much of a say in that whatsoever. Even though they found 3 kills, it felt like a very convincing finish there for GODSENT. Maiden especially getting 3 kills, looking very strong. And Sticko, not bad at all in that final shot. As we find ourselves to 1-0. Should be the force buy in the second, and indeed it is. We are going to have Deagles, Scouts, and a UMP for Aerial as well, who's also got armor, 3 HE grenades, and they're going to use those towards Squeaky Door at the start of the round. Players there that could do significant damage. Doesn't really connect. Oh. That shot certainly does, though.
Wow. All right.
Maiden. He was waiting perfectly for that cross, even in the HE dark smoke, often supposed to obscure your view. Not for him. Line up for Crystal again. And that's going to be your L-shaped outside smokes. Warehouse will be blocked off. Secret a threat, usually Molotoved. But of course, given the current state of affairs at the CT buy, a little less paranoia from GODSENT. Will fall back into the site and concede outside control.
So, very efficient work from GODSENT so far. Good smokes, outside control gathered, made their way towards Garage. Zen holding. Sergey, though, makes his way towards the huts. On the back foot right now, and Sticko got himself a guaranteed kill. There is a second available there. I think he gets this one as well. Not quite. Great shot from Sergey. He'll have to fall back, and he's getting pressure from all different angles at this point.
It's a small margin for X7. He's missing his shots, but they do actually disappear into lobby together. Retrieved AK, and another Deagle shot from Sergey. Spray's missing, another one this time. X7, another for Sergey, and ENCE 1 frag away from picking this second round up. Makalele could confirm it, should confirm it, and he does with that MAC-10.
Oh my goodness gracious me. He comes right down to the wire there, 1 versus 1, but the damage is so significant, they couldn't hold on to it. ENCE painted into a corner and towards the lobby, and Makalele can close things out with the MAC-10. Confident in his ability, and they're going for another force hit, Chad.
Dear.
What do you think about this one? This is a good way to throw a CT side on Nuke. Very good way to do so.
Look, I understand where they're coming from with this. We've all been tempted time and time before, but if you lose this one right now with this force buy, you're going to find yourself probably 5 rounds in the hole to be kicking off the CT side of Nuke here. They need to convert this one, ENCE.
We've been talking about this all week. I don't mind this idea so much on the T side where the economy is a bit more forgiving, but when you're the favored team, you've already got a map under your belt, you're definitely opening up the window of opportunity for GODSENT here. This could be a 5-0 start for them in the T side campaign, but of course, there is a chance that ENCE win this. If they do, it'll be monumental. They'll be right back into this. They'll have the advantage, but it's going to be such a difficult round here. Deagles, shotguns, MP9s, and it's the outside play once again with 4 players behind it. The smokes are good, and they're making their way towards Garage once more.
Oh, the flash will hit a teammate. That is going to give away his position and most likely the strategy to Sunny, who needs to be getting out of there. The smokes will fade. He gives himself up almost for free here.
So the flashbang sound cue actually leads to his demise more than anything.
Yeah, watch it will be all by design. GODSENT playing 5D backgammon. We do see lobby control being gained. This is a big and valuable part of the map gained now by ENCE, not only for the control itself, but the information. They've swapped 2 CTs in Hut and 2 Ts towards Heaven. This is all backwards. It's all topsy-turvy. And holding ramp from the other side of things as X7. Less experience with these angles, but let's see how he handles it. Should get the first. Missed shots onto Makalele, and Crystal will find the second. That was ENCE's chances dashed.
Good effort, but this ENCE force buy really hasn't landed. They haven't got a single kill here. Bit of damage, but the bomb planter confirms things here. They won't have a look into the round at all. It's going to be 3-0. A nightmare fuel now for the Finns.
Yeah. And if they save these weapons, which I would let them, if I was that of GODSENT, let them hold on to this because maybe they'll be tempted again to go for another buy. What they should do is hold on to these weapons and try and get as many kills in the following round as they can and then go for the buy coming into round number 5. I think any more force buys at this point might be throwing more than caution to the wind. It might be a little bit silly, actually.
Yes.
So we can bring Skybox in right now, guys. I want to show you the pistol round strategy they ran. So we have Crystal over towards the top of Silo here. My little drawing tool. Hold up 1 second. We got to make sure she's working correctly. Crystal top of Silo and Makalele towards the back of the lobby position. I'm going to play this one out, and you're going to notice the utility. So we're just going to pause it as the smoke lands right here. It's going to bloom towards heaven. And you can see that they actually need to drop on down into the site. 3 individuals come out of hut. They swarm onto the bomb site with some simple flashes and nades, and the CTs are completely locked on out. So nice, simple stuff here from that of GODSENT. And as the gun rounds progress, it just came back to me. They like to do really fast yard stuff. Crystal getting around towards top ladder with that Mac 10, even on gun rounds.
So who's smoking main? Is that just the Squeaky player throwing that out?
Yeah, so Makalele blows open Squeaky.
Yeah.
He'll smoke main, and then he dropped a flash just in front of the Squeaky door for anybody who may have been close. And fortunately, Alu was.
Worked out wonderfully. Not going to be seeing that force buy you were scared of. And instead, it is time for the lineups. I'm loving learning all these smokes from Crystal. He's clearly got his own. Let's see what X7's got in store for us. Is that a flashbang or is that going to be a nade? Those are like double nades. Yep, here we go. 4 HEs in total from the CTs. This could be perfect, but it's going to come down to placement.
Oh, good timing.
Just a little. Down. 80 damage inflicted, and now Alu already finding the first. That is a big scalp to take. Zen will trade back just the one, but Sunny and Warehouse, they continue. Will they check Alu? Ariel's getting another one. This is getting awkward immediately.
Bombs down.
Oh, and he's got a Krieg. Oh, a GODSENT. They have had this one stolen from them. Effective fragging from Ariel and Sunny.
Yeah, but it's not over yet. Still a 2-on-2. Advantage for ENCE for sure, especially with the recovered Krieg. Alu has armor. Sergey with the MP9 and a kit. This first kill, easy. Zen was low, but the next one a little bit more difficult. Found now, down to the 1 versus 1. Bomb still down in a very exposed position. He knows exactly where Alu is. Remember, Alu has no helmet as well, so they get a little range. Actually very effective. No shots connecting though. Alu, second chance. Will he reposition? Indeed he will. CT blue now. 30 seconds. Still enough time to grab the bomb and even go towards lower if he wanted to, but that chance is running out. Second by second, the timing's unreal. And that's going to be the kill for Alu. And they've actually got back into this one. Off the back, those saved SMGs and the outside grenades, which were very effective.
I think when you look at this, GODSENT called the same anti-eco strategy yet again, right? The idea of let's wall off, let's not take any damage. We'll get through to warehouse. We'll take that control. That was the opener right there from Alu over the top of things. But you could see that ENCE knew how to be prepared for that. They had a lot of bodies on that yard position. They even had the grenades to know where to harass. They knew the flight paths that GODSENT liked to walk. And, well, they get away with a bit of a lucky round right there, I would say. Yeah,
could you just take a quick look at it? Do you have it up on Skype? Could you see what Ariel was when he got that kill on the warehouse pusher? Because Alu was being pushed and Ariel got an UMP frag from what felt like a long distance. I couldn't work out where he was supporting Alu from because it looked like he was all on his own. He was not. Into round 5 though, we can focus our attention on the present. See exactly if they're going to... I mean, the same smoke, sure, but it's unlikely they're going to go for the same walk, I assume, Hank.
Well, it's all about suggestion on Nuke. You want to be throwing the same smokes ideally and then having different variations of the final finish here. We've seen the same smokes deployed with 4 players behind it. This time, same smokes, but an upper execution coming through now. Sticko lining himself up for a lineup towards the main entrance by the looks of things. He'll open the door, drop a grenade. He's got himself in position. That's heavy the smoke towards main. So you can open the door, throw it, and close it very quickly as well if required. And here we go then. The upper play room, the outside smoke's already deployed here, and they've got themselves the opening kills towards upper. Looking great so far for GODSENT. Can they get that plant down?
Sentry towards the front of sight, so it's going to force their hand. X7, that feels a little spicy. Didn't have any support from his team at that moment in time. They're so far away, and I think that might have been it. Could have been 3 CTs, heart still beating, but instead they're just going to be around ramp room, maybe lobby for an attempt to catch them on the exit.
And their money's still absolutely trash, even after getting that miracle round a little bit earlier. So ENCE are left with no decision to be made, and Makaleli, well, apparently he wants to make it for them. We'll take Alu out of the equation. Sunny now running towards spawn. He's going to hold on to this M4. Alex, I've been doing some investigating for you.
Yeah, any results?
Well, yes, we can actually jump right on in. I can show you what's happened here. So Ariel's actually over towards the main position right here. You can see him at the moment just in the back line. So I'm going to play this out a little bit. You can see as he's making it, I'll change the camera angle. He's actually started to push into main, and he gets the kill on Madden right there. Will be immediately traded on out. But that's how Alu was able to stay alive and pick on up that Krieg. Very important.
Just as he grabbed it as well. That is a good catch. So then, 4-1, big round for GODSENT to pick up there. And remember, ENCE, they managed to answer back on an eco victory, but they had to force into it, and they might be doing the same here. Shotgun purchased for Alu. They're not fully committing, so the M4 brought in from the previous round, and Sunny will be the one to wield it. Got the incendiary. No kit, makes way towards main entrance, denies the rush towards Squeaky with the incendiary. And GODSENT, same real setup. No smokes deployed just yet, but just waiting to see if there's any aggression towards outside. Alu, remember, mag 7, going towards Secret for now.
Smokes flying through the sky. And just that Sunny rifle. Struggle to do anything with the solo rifle on train. Let's see if the CT side of Nuke bears different fruit. Back up X7 on ramp, that makes a lot of sense considering just how hard it would be to hold a ramp push with the Desert Eagle and no armor. Certainly makes a lot of sense, but you could say the same for Inner, which does look like Zen, Sticko, about to throw some utility towards it. Perfect flashbang. Sergey eats that one full. They are coming towards Sunny's rifle here, Henry.
They certainly are, but it's only good for one, the Desert Eagle. Similar sort of story. It's actually Aerial CZ that finds the kill. Still a 3-on-3, however.
Alu could be good for 1 or 2 here if they do opt to go lower, but Madden in the back line, this is almost a freebie right here into Squeak. Wait.
No, he's behind the orange boxes there.
Ooh.
So he's called the Squeaky's clear. There could be 2 kills. If Sergey holds his nerve, but Zen's going to check it. Good free fire as well. That's the only position he could have been in, and the show's got very good comms right now on the GODSENT side.
It's looking tight. But I mean, we've seen and said this a lot about GODSENT actually in their games. At times, there are moments of what look to be, you know, brilliance. Certainly well-regimented brilliance. Credit to Crystal for that one, of course. Sticko, I imagine, another valid mind in that conversation.
We actually have, I only just clicked on this now, ENCE versus GODSENT, 2 former Mouse Sports members who were on the same team together, Sticko and Sunny.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah,
very good point.
A little bit of history there, not something that we were really diving into too much. I don't think there is probably a lot to read in, as these are both separate teams, separate approaches. Sticko's Mouse Sports is probably closer to GODSENT than what you would say Sunny's ENCE is.
Sticko's Cloud9 was actually something that stands out to me.
That was curious.
Just because I think he was given freedom, unprecedented levels of freedom in that team, and I think that did a great thing for the grand scheme of Sticko. I think he was told, you know, kind of let off the leash a little bit and started to find some more belief in his individual skill.
Well, freedom's one thing America does very well, Alex. Best in the world. They don't get any freer than North America.
Do whatever you want, anytime.
Yeah.
Party, frag, rush banana.
Do it all. All right, well, ENCE will be able to get their second actual purchase round here on the board.
It's not looking too good out there. These forced by decisions they've made. Wasn't looking too good when they decided to do it. Certainly not looking too great now. We are going to find ourselves at a 5-1 scoreline. Money's still not great on the CT side. The M4s are out. Alu with no helmet on the AWP. Barely any utility for himself. And Michael will be patrolling the secret position here. No outside smokes deployed just yet. Holding on to the majority of the utility for now. Molotov for the huts. Then to throw it momentarily, maybe on the 1:10 mark, considering he's got it out.
I think it might just be a fake in the early stages. I'm not sure if they need to commit anything right now with all that utility that they still do have. But maybe they do just want to go into a top split here. This could be perfect.
Look at Maiden just sneaking through. Sergey trying to fake Hut presence, and he's got a very powerful position to stop anyone exiting out of Hut. Maiden to Sunny. This is going to be a duel and a very relevant one to the outcome of the round. Sunny will have the shadow advantage. It's Makaleli, excuse me. But that fight will occur. Ariel's dealt well with one. The spacing is so slow. There will not be a trade, and it's all coming up Sunny. Triple kill. 1 in total. to keep outside on lock and pull home the second.
Well, that's what they needed. A nice clean round there, and it certainly works out for them. Sunny delivering nothing but headshots there. Perfectly done with the AK-47. Patrolling from main entrance just as the smoke's going down as well. Squeaky door outside, not a problem. And we get into round 8 here. Money, of course, going to be strong on the T side of things. They've had plenty of success so far, and they'll be bringing out 5 rifles, one of which is the Krieg in the hands of Michael. And he is actually currently top of the scoreboard, 7-3.
When we do see that MAC-10 come out in the hands of Crystal, we might see that pace change for the faster ladder type plays here. Crystal will be the man on top of the silo, throws a smoke over towards ladder. This is that round I was talking about, doing it without the MAC-10 this time. So he's going to flash himself, jump around the corner, and try and get ladder control early. Good utility usage.
Yeah, you see that smoke on top of the CT boxes there. It means the AWP can't take him down as he makes his way across. We've seen this plenty of times. I'm sure ENCE are aware of it, but they can't do much about that play. Towards the ramp they go. This is perfect now. He can drop down. Guaranteed kill for Crystal. Very, very well done. But still the advantage remains with ENCE. 3-on-2. Aerial with the lobby control as well. 1 minute 10 on the clock. The only real option at this point is lower. Aerial has the lobby under lock and key, and same story with Heaven as well. Sunny will transition to lower. Looks like he's almost certain going to get 1 kill here. There it is. That should be the round unless Michael Ellie can pull off the clutch from hell.
Not quite. Sunny's had 2 huge rounds, 4 ENCE back-to-back. An insightful interview, of course, if you didn't catch it between the 2 maps. We did have a fantastic piece of content, actually made by ENCE's content team. We didn't give them the shout-out we should have at the time, but of course, we don't have the facilities during this current situation, and therefore it's going to be the teams themselves sending us their content. To be honest, we've had some golden content today. Twist with his PC tour.
That was great.
With his gaming setup that I think rivals mine from university.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in comparison, ENCE explaining a lot of the conversation topics people have had surrounding this team. Mindset is a TLDR. It's all in their mind. It's in their head. This team feels like nothing's quite going right, and I'm sure that that's the fact that Sunny had to be corrected by his coach and said, "We don't win. No, don't lose all the time.
Lose every game.
Yeah,
we have won a couple. Remember that."
But the fact that that's a correction that has to be made suggests the mindset is very transparent. That's a lovely shot from Alu.
And Crystal, to be fair, he did get the dink in.
Can't ask for more from him.
I assume that was with the P250 at that range. Plucks him from the sky. That's going to be Zen. Alu looking for a third. Fantastic work. Just getting warmed up now, it seems. ENCE back on their feet, looking to reel GODSENT in. Just 1 round behind them now at 5-4 scoreline. Money is okay on the T side here. They have got a buy available, but taking a tactical timeout now, brought to you by the US Air Force. We are going to see the replay of Alu and this AWP, the lovely shot towards Zen as he dropped down from main entrance there. The highlight of the round, in a round not really much to talk about. Only had the pistols, and at this point, they've got enough for AK, armor, 1 smoke each, if that. There's Sticko, the only player cam we have from that side of things so far. Had a much better showing so far. GODSENT defeated ENCE on Nuke 16-7 a month ago on LAN. Yeah. That would have been at the GGBet Ice Challenger.
It did. So good track record for GODSENT on this map against their foes in ENCE. However, I'm glad to hear that ENCE realized they need to head back towards having a bit more structure. That was one of the key takeaways from that interview Alex was just referencing, is they know that it can't just be all fun, it can't just be all loosey-goosey. You need to make sure that you have a bit of rigidity. It's good to see them trending in that direction. So we're going to get into round number 10.
Let's get this party started. Rigidity. I like it.
I don't know if it's a word.
No, it is. It just
good.
Sounds better with your accent.
Oh, okay.
Rigidity. Diggity.
Hi guys, Nadine here. There's going to be some problems with your shuttle for Katowice.
Katowice. That's how you say it. Fantastic. Alu's going to have a few more challenges awaiting for him outside. This time, of course, with a little more utility and weaponry involved. I am seeing CT response of setting Sunny up on top of that blue box. We see that very rare position onto his left being exploited. Yeah, there we go. Once or twice a half, it seems that some CTs are starting with the extra Kriegi confidence to go for that.
Ramp is the position they're going to head, and it's a very decent effort so far. They haven't taken any casualties. They've got control of the ramp from itself. Not done any damage per se, but they have got ENCE on the back foot. Still a 5-on-5 for now as they drop down towards lower. Pretty much committed towards this side of the map now. X7 needs at least one. It's a clumsy spray to kick things off. They're still alive and kicking. A little bit of damage inflicted to the second, and Sunny will maintain the advantage here. The players all around him. A little bit too quick on the trigger there, and he's going to find himself in a 3-on-3. Michael watching towards this decon door. 30 seconds remaining. Smoke still there for now with Sergey. He'll be with Ariel. What's the play here? Michael Ailey aware of that smoke presence, a CT on the other side, and there's no swing from the CT, actually backing off, and the smoke dissipates here.
He's hoping to stop the plan with the sound cue. Makaleli just holds fast. Big connection, anticipating a second. Sergey's walking in and gets the frag. Looking to claw another, and Sergey single-handedly could have won the round. It's down to Sticko.
There's smoke as well.
Smoke, HE, and flashes. The smoke should be towards the double doors, which it does come through in, and as soon as he throws his HE, Sticko, he's giving up his position. Yeah, now he can just...
Oh, it missed.
Yeah, so as soon as he threw the HE, that was it. He was done for, but he was pretty much buggered anyway.
Guys, I'm about to try something on Skybox, so get ready for this, all right? We're about to sync this. Watch this animation with the outside play from round number 8 that we're talking about. So you're going to see all the smokes and nades, Crystal on top of the silo position. The smoke has just landed there on top of the CT red container. The main smoke's gone in, the Molotov into credit card. Flashes continue over. Crystal now jumping on down. The smoke towards the windows in heaven, and the camera angle is going to pan and perfectly show you the strategy. That was it, guys.
Wow.
Lovely.
Thanks, guys. I worked hard on that.
That was cool.
That was, yeah, I'll give you a B+ for your homework there.
Thank you.
Lovely work.
I wasn't
Always
a very good
room for
student.
improvement.
I'd be happy with a B, so.
Yeah, me too. Trust me, that was my life. Let's get into this very important round here. You can see Zen feeling the pressure a bit more than the others with the Desert Eagle only. They've only got 2 smokes remaining as of this point, and they've lost their star fragger. Maiden, that's towards the squeaky door. HE to follow it up as well. Zen might find himself in a bit of hot water there, down to 80 HP. ENCE finding some form after those initial forced by woes, and that's exactly why we said we try to want to avoid those. I felt like they're going to be the better team after their first map performance in the gun rounds. Focus on that. You don't need to win those rounds. They're not required.
If they can claw back at this point of the game and get a 10-5 half, considering those woes, that's a fantastic half.
They lost both pistols on train as well. Like, so the fact they've made those mistakes on Nuke and they're still recovering this suggests they're having a good day at least, just not so much in the pistol department or the finances.
Yeah, the longer they get to hold on to these 2 Kriegs that they currently have salvaged as well, the better. We've been speaking about the potency of those weapons consistently now for what feels like the better part of a year.
Yeah, you're right. Some weird rumors flying around about it right now.
Ooh, Sergey will confirm it. We have ourselves the ENCE clean sweep. You said it was an important round, and well, you can see the ramifications for GODSENT. They are going to be thrust into a 3.5k region. Not comfortable given the state of affairs. But to be fair, talking of comfort, Chad, I imagine they're probably not too upset with the 6-5 T side.
No, right? With a map like Nuke here, if you're able to get yourself 5-6 rounds, that's more than par for the course, right? That's something that you should be able to work with. This map, the more it gets played, the more it gets brought in, the more innovation that we see on the T side. It's harder to deal with. The CT is constantly being kept on their toes. But 5 or 6 rounds, it's a very good starting point. And we've still got a bunch of rounds left, but they're going to do a quick top split here.
Ooh, only one. That's actually going to be pretty solid for GODSENT, and now with Sticko getting a frag off the side. If they finish off onto Ariel, this could spiral, a downward spiral into a pit of despair. Sticko, quad kill to secure the 6th.
Who was whiffing with the M4 on the rafters position?
Yeah, that didn't go well at all, did it? That is a bit of a nightmare. The Gatling gun raining down from above, no damage inflicted. And we'll have a look.
Kill number 2. Wow. Here
you can hear the bullets.
That's a quick third, and then here comes... That could have very well been the ace. If Zen didn't catch that aerial frag, my goodness, that would have been a stunning double. And we're off. Very quick one from Sticko. I like that smoke. Quick lineup. And it is going to be a different channel of smokes. Put Sunny into a completely exposed position. And now the smokes bloom. This is perfect start for GODSENT. They couldn't ask for more, Henry.
Yeah, they should keep going with this pacing as well. The fact they know the AWP's rattling off shots towards outside. They've already got a kill in this position as well. X7, nice work with the HE as well. Takes vision away and then follows it up with the spray as well. Looking for a second, but there's so much pressure coming towards him. Jumps through the window. Has to leap through at this point. Going for the double bluff. Doesn't work out for him. And Zen will be ready and waiting. Sergey now left alone towards the lower bomb side.
Huge
No one
gap.
else with him. There is a gap, but can he capitalize upon it? First kill is successful. There are flames there, and bullets 2. 3 on 2 now, as the AWP will try and deny the plant.
Just a little too early for Crystal to pick up that bomb. There was a perfect flash to obscure his view, but now advantage that GODSENT have had is getting slowly chipped away at. X7, a big part of that. The fact that he delayed them for so long by getting those frags, repositioning and delaying. Alu's frag, of course, stopping that bomb from being retrieved, which will now completely rip the momentum out of this round. It will slow down. I believe we'll go all the way. Last 40 seconds here. Maybe that's ballsy. Gets confirmation of the presence of one. He knows the AWP was there as well, so now he's seen both. He has the question of, is Alu still there? The answer to the question is a big fat no. He's going for a vents rotation. And that should enable this bomb to be picked up and planted. This passive stance from ENCE enables GODSENT to take the advantage.
2-on-2. A lot of pressure here for ENCE. Hasn't been the most impressive CT showing. Quick scope will have to be delivered. Alu will find it, and now Sticko, he's towards Shadow, and he does have a decent chance of winning. He's taking a one-on-one first, but Ariel with a preemptive shot towards that position. Well held by ENCE. They'll take the lead once again after a very bumpy start here on the CT side of Nuke. It'll be 7-6. We get to the bookend now of this first half. GODSENT, though, they should be happy with 6. I think one more round and they'd be very happy with it, all things considered. But they are starting to slow down somewhat now. Maybe this is a chance to bring out the MAC-10 and get Crystal back online. ENCE, they have 3 flash assists to GODSENT's 0. Alu is also 3 for 3 individuals.
We did notice this on the Nuke game we were doing the other day. There wasn't an awful lot of flash assists, right? They were using their utility very well, but it was just getting them map territory. It wasn't getting them kills. This map doesn't play out in the same way, right? You have to use a lot of utility just to push the CTs back, to obscure that vision. And then when we get into the actual fighting, a lot more of it is by surprising them with that territory you have and then exploding. That was what we saw out of GODSENT's T side here, but Sunny, he's going to get up close and personal. Notice that one is definitely pushed behind that red crate, has heard it, has an opportunity for a kill here. It's all going to come down for timing. Back and forth we go. Will Sunny eventually find the kill? He will.
They have low sight, though.
Yeah, it's all a bit of a ruse out there, but they've lost Maiden in the process. The bomb on the back of Zen for now. Ariel and Deacon can't deny the plants, but at least can deny access towards this side. In terms of utility, they have got at least a smoke or the flashbang. They'll be making his way towards the Deacon area. Zen still willing and able to fight as they have a man disadvantage. Someone needs to find a pick.
Sergey does look primed to do so. Sticko considering a flash, trying to bait it in, pulling the pin. This time it flies through, and Sergey unfazed Zen with a huge double. And now Alu to go and contest. He's running out of time, not running out of reactions though, because that's a fast one. 2 kills in this round. And he's looking to draw it out. He puts all his eggs in the shadow basket, but it will be Makaleli to confirm it. Grabs himself the AWP, and the final round of play of this half is ahead of us.
Right down the middle now. 7-7. Fantastic work here from Zen. Combative here on the bomb site. He was the one who got the C4 down as well. Managed to get the influential kills. And Alu, decent attempt there, Chad, to be fair. Managed to get the first kill. Had no idea on the second player's whereabouts. He does go for touch the bomb, click the scope, suggests that he is going for a full defuse at that point, but had the wrong angle. As we get into the final rounds, here we are going to have the match paused. Looks to be technical rather than tactical. So we're just going to work out what the issue is here as we look to conclude our first half here. Just a short technical issue. No problem.
They're my favorite kind.
Yeah, you don't like the long ones.
Yeah, when someone starts pouring coffee on keyboards, you know you've got a longer break ahead of you.
The one we had with Woxic.
Yeah,
at the Berlin Major, that was something special.
I'm still thinking of the Tabson Pro League Season 10. We saw him pour an entire cup of coffee over his keyboard. They started trying to clean each individual key,
right.
if you remember.
I do remember
and
that.
then eventually realized that was a crazy idea and just gave him a different
What
keyboard.
was it, like a frothy latte? Or?
I believe there was milk involved. So I'm thinking, like, you know, by day 2, your keyboard has got a real pong.
The worst for me back in the day was when I would spill. I used to be a fiend for, it was called Brown's Orange C. The brown was Brown's and Orange C was, it's only a Western Australian thing, right? Yeah, it's orange juice, but it's like really watered down.
Right.
I would spill that in my keyboard way too often.
Sticky, icky,
and that, oh, yuck.
Well, you never made the same mistake since. We'll see the AWP for Michael Lady out now. Bit of a compromise setup for ENCE. You can see they've got barely any utility and now not a full array of soldiers. They've actually lost Sergey at the start. X7 trying to make up for the deep smoke towards lobby. There's a dig on the other side. We're seeing so much of this now. Both players sitting on the smoke, waiting for it to fade. Soon gets the advantage. And for now, it's nothing but GODSENT in the kill feed. We'll pull one back for Sunny. I'm not sure it's going to be enough to win the round. He takes heavy damage here. And just Alu now. In the 3 versus 1. Has a slight chance to win it. Needs to make it a 2-on-1 very quickly. Takes minimal damage as well. Not a bad effort here. Making a lot of noise.
This is ballsy. This is so ballsy.
He saw his foot.
I don't think he did. He's going to get checked. Nice work from Crystal, and GODSENT will win the half, no less, on their T side. We're going to have to see if ENCE have got a T side of a better or a higher capacity, and if we'll see ENCE fall flat on a second map.
Make the dimes all close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. What's up, babe? And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats. I'm stead just for that one's gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
bringing summer
1,
to
try.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round again.
Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you dry, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stories. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
Pick up, I know to be right.
EPL Season 11, ladies and gentlemen, we are into our second map, first series, day 4 for Group A, and I'll tell you what, GODSENT could be very well poised to pick up their first map of EPL Season 11.
Wouldn't that be nice, Henry?
It would be nice. It would be very nice indeed. But still, it's not like they've got a commanding lead here going into it. Just one round separates the two, and Nuke has been tightening up in general. It is still a CT-sided map, but not as much as it used to be. It's still quite closely contested. More teams are playing on the T side, and they're really showing us what's available in terms of the resources for tactics there. We saw a plethora of them from GODSENT in the first half, variations of the smoke and approaches towards outside. ENCE will be ready to do the same thing, I'm sure.
Well, I'll get this one back underway here. We have the players congregate in the lobby with a bunch of nades. We saw a similar buy from nades last time round.
Here comes the Wild
It's the
West.
same strat.
Crystal looking to cause carnage with the Julies. He's actually got away with a couple here, but it looks like it will be another GODSENT pistol victory. Are they 4-4 right now?
They're looking pretty good, I
I can't
believe
remember
so.
the first map
Yeah,
scores.
it was both.
Yeah,
it was
okay.
both pistols on train, and now both on towards Nuke as well.
Were they running the same strategy? Because they almost did the exact same thing. What they were missing was the smoke main and the smoke heaven. The grenade to
You
squeaky
could
was
see-
the same.
You could see how the smoke heaven would have helped them out. Michael Lady getting a couple of kills there.
Otherwise, it was
the
almost
same push.
eidetic. You had 3 players
Interesting.
coming out of hut. You had similar flashes. Maybe they need to watch how GODSENT did it because theirs was much more effective here. Now, we've got the GG bet odds on screen, a full eco from ENCE. If you guys have been... We'll just watch
They
main.
won't go down. Did they make it?
That's
Where is
all
he?
right. They're all dead here. If you guys have been watching the broadcast and you've been seeing Trace and the Goonies, they've brought on the hashtag ESL meme review.
EPL.
EPL,
Can you explain
sorry.
that concept to me?
So the idea is people at home, the viewers, while they're watching, maybe some funny things happen. Maybe they're funny guys or
Right.
girls, and they might want to create some memes or some memes and use the hashtag EPL meme review. Get that
And
there.
then we bring it up and have a look at it.
Yeah,
So
we
the
can see
idea-
if it's funny. We can.
All right, I'm in.
So send them our way. I always like it when people Photoshop my head onto things. Doesn't really matter what the thing is.
Yeah, and there's some that can't be shown on broadcast, but I assure you that even the ones that aren't shown on broadcast are making our producers chuckle. Exhale through their nose slightly loudly than normal.
Exactly.
That one, the Rush one last night. That one.
Yeah,
that one
my
had
goodness.
me. I wish we could get that one on air.
Hold on a second. They've got 5 MP9s here on the CZ side of Nuke. Julies as well. It's not the most common setup you'll ever see on Nuke.
No, but I love it. And here's why I don't mind it. Because if they sit back and turtle up, kick it old school. Remember how we used to do it in Source?
Yeah.
You give up all the map control very early. You're playing the rattiest angles that you could possibly imagine with those SMGs. Give yourself the potential to get a multi-kill or deny the plant. In the top site, you get 3 of those SMGs just turtling up. Somebody worrying about heaven, maybe a player on hut, maybe one guy towards the bomb box. Here, ENCE have got their default spread of nades. They will go into the hands of one of those MP9s, so the opening kill will fall in the favor of GODSENT here.
MP9 would have been perfect for the job, but now these MP9s are going to look for some close angles. Sticko to be tested. He smokes out one side and can focus his attention on the other. 4 members of ENCE, the entire remaining squad on this ramp room. They're making no secret of it, but it does look like they're going to be returning back towards lobby. Where does the information get gained for GODSENT then? Have they pushed lobby at all? It doesn't seem to be the case. They've all descended to lower, all committed. It seems like a pretty damn good reaction from ENCE. They've worked it out.
15 seconds. Maiden's got enough here to shut this one down, but Sunny answering back. The bomb is dropped on the floor. 2 MP9s remain. I think the plan comes through. Sticko trying his best to deny it. Same story for Michael Lady, but it still goes down. 2 on 2. AK found. The wall burn potential's there. And still 1 versus 1 now. Sticko up against Alu. Alu's on the site. He's got 100 HP. Lots of noise being made by Sticko, so Alu has a massive advantage here. No kid available. Spamming all the spots, hoping he can find him here, but Alu just happy to wait in the hut, and I think he's got the round here. Just 15 bullets left in the AK, and...
Oh!
Jesus! Inhuman reactions!
Yikes!
That's
Alu, no!
gone really wrong for him. It looked like he actually outplayed him beyond belief there. And then fired a couple of bullets, didn't connect straight away.
4D.
And here we are.
When you see Sticko doing all the spamming and jumping around and making noise, that speaks of desperation, right? That right there is,
Yeah.
I need to find him. I have to chase him down. I don't have any idea where his position
kiss
is.
as well.
And Alu is going, well, I know exactly where you are. I can hear you spamming. I'm going to surprise you in a position you were just in. You were just in the hut. Now I'm going to re-aggress in a position that you've taken. And it's just this whole situation. Around the corner, the bullets connect, but
It's-
not enough for Alu.
It's the barrel he sees first, and he is too quick on the trigger. It cost him his life. Great shot from Sticko there, but that might be enough to get GODSENT over the finish line here. That's a big round for them. Partial buy for now. First kill comes in courtesy of the orb. And it looks like Sticko, he's going to continue that assess in the previous round into the next. USP connects, and at this point, just 1 player remain. X7, no chance of winning the round, but maybe he can make this a little bit more expensive than it perhaps would have been. Apparently not. It's going to be 12-7. Another buy available for ENCE here, but GODSENT looking very comfortable, stretching their legs here on Nuke.
Oh, that's going to echo for a while. GODSENT not only winning the pistol, but winning the 1v1s as well. It's certainly all contributing towards that magical 12 that now nestles itself behind GODSENT's name. 16, the magic number. Haven't yet to see a map win for GODSENT. Quite the contrast for ENCE. Map wins in their last 2 series here in Group A. A win versus Vitality on one and Astralis the other. Still no series, though.
It's a hard top.
And Maiden, he's going to play anti-flash with his back turned. Crystal was willing to do something, more than something, a double. Bomb loose, round likely won. Alu and Aerial to claw ENCE back into the round. They're split up, Hut and Mini. Crystal to hold that push now, and Alu will recede. There's so much time on the clock, and this aggressive push from Sticko is being expected. How patient will Sticko be? How desperate to investigate? If he was to just sit still, he'd get both kills here. Oh, and the reload from Alu's enough of a sound cue. He can work with that. And there's no way Alu gets this one. Nice work from him to crouch under the crosshair, but not enough. And he anticipates that the last frag is coming his way, and he just disappears. Nice work.
Oh, feels like we might be done here, ladies and gents. ENCE just dropping off round by round. GODSENT looking incredibly comfortable now. Sticko posts his 20th kill of the game so far. ENCE are in a lot of trouble. They went in for the upper approach here, trying to rush through Squeaky, through the flames. They did extinguish them, but it was very clumsy, and the lobby crunch coming through from Sticko, the ramp player, makes his way back. AK-47, gunning them down, no problem whatsoever, and they limp into the next round here with a partial buy once again. They need a bit of luck here. This Galil pistol combo, not really enough to instill me of confidence they're going to pull this one off, but we'll see what Alec can make of it. Leading the charge towards outside. The smokes are down. Sunny trying to get himself positioned towards the vent. The CT goes down behind him, though, but sprays as he makes his way down the ladder. Great stuff from Maiden and Alu. He has got down towards Secret at least. They're held off by the flames, but pushing back with the Desert Eagle headshot.
Sticko tested this time. He looking for a little less combat. Nade looked good, and so does the shot. He's doing fantastic work here. Sticko delivers multiple times this map. 23 frags total. He has been the star of the GODSENT show on Nuke. Multi-kill after multi-kill. This round, no exception. Just Alu, no bomb, no health, 3 to find. It's never enjoyable when in a situation like this, CT utility arrives just as you do.
Yeah, certainly when the bomb's down towards ramp and you've got 23 HP, it's not a great scenario to be in, and we'll see whether Alu can find anything. Trying to wait for CT mistakes right now. You can read the frustration in his game style. He knows he's going down as soon as he walks around the corner, which leads to be true. We're going to have 14-7 scoreline here, and it's round 22. Money okay, that wasn't the forced buy from ENCE, it was the partial buy with a Galil thrown in. So they still have some time here, but maybe not so much with the scoreline, considering they're on the T side here of Nuke. Sticko is absolutely mowing them down here at the Krieg. No problem whatsoever. And if you're just joining us, this is our second map of the best of 3. Both of these teams so far in EPL yet to pick up a victory. We have had a few map picked up by ENCE, nothing from GODSENT so far. A river of 0 and 2s, as we'll take a tactical timeout now for ENCE actually. It's only their first one, surprisingly enough, and we do have a shot of their boot camp right now. ENCE exhibit the worst pistol rounds of the tournament, losing 11 of 16 so far, and they've lost all 4 today, so it all adds up really.
Yeah, look, we always talk about the importance of pistol rounds. It's not like it once was. So once upon a time, if you won the pistol, you were basically gifted a 3-0 lead.
Oh, thank God that's changed, because I was so sick of death segments being, well, if they win the pistol, Alex. We don't say that so much anymore.
Yeah, now the gravity of the pistol round has been taken away a little bit, especially with the first round loss bonus being altered. So it shouldn't be as damning of a statistic, but it is the flow of the start of the game. You still have to battle from behind if you do lose that pistol round. And ENCE with a change of approach here, a bit quicker into yard position, pushing through the smokes, smoking off towards not warehouse apparently, because Zen, he has a clear line of sight, puts Aerial down very low. Lots of pressure now as he will flash himself out. If he does anything here, it would have been a miracle.
Yeah, good effort. Flashbang could have been enough there, but the timings don't work in his favor. It's back and forth, but right now the lead lies in favor of ENCE as they have the 4-on-3. Ariel taking down to 17 points of health, and they'll start to make their excursion down towards the lower bomb site. They still have grenades available to them, especially the smoke. This one enables them to plant in the lower bomb site. Sure, it can be spammed, but usually going to be pretty safe, and I'm not sure GODSENT can do much about this now. They don't have a whole lot of positional control, and it looks like they'll be holding onto their weapons.
The best thing that they can do here is decide where they want to lock down the hunt for ENCE, right? Let's make sure we have top of secret covered. Maybe we can have somebody babysitting towards over ramp, but instead they just want to tuck tail and actually hide in T-spawn. The reason I say that is they can limit what weapons ENCE get to take forward into the next round if they monitor these exit frags. And while Crystal, the in-game leader, the wisest man on the squad of GODSENT, he will be worrying about that on his own, on his lonesome, sadly enough.
Oh, timing's an absolute itch. That's what they say. Gets him just as he looked to retrieve the weapon, entirely just on his own volition. It's not like he had was running out of time. Dario will get that frag despite his low HP. So that's an 8 for ENCE, but it is still looking rather promising for that third map. If you did miss the veto, we do have a exciting prospect of Dust 2 waiting in the wings.
Dust 2 looking very likely at this point. ENCE have pulled one back and they've got the Kriegs out for now. Money's still strong on the CT side, however, and the good grenade will do significant damage out there. It's going to be a commitment here with 4 players towards Alta. Looking like map points should be found as Michael gets one through the smoke there, and towards lower they go. It's going to be Zen, though, chiming in with that M4A4. 5-on-3. Oh, Sergey will give them a chance in the round at least. This is must-win for ENCE this stage. We slow things right down. Still a fighting chance here, but only with flashbangs and molotovs remaining. No shots connecting there for X7. He will have to fall back.
That was a tiny chance. Just a tiny one. Sunny does get his way all the way through lower sight. So that is something, I suppose. He'll be able to clear this out. There is no Sticko there, though, despite this being his home. Sticko elsewhere this round.
It's strange that they've completely given it up right now. I'm not sure exactly that was going to be prepared for by the CTs. Now they know that lower bomb site has been completely compromised. ENCE will be able to make their way through ramp, but Maiden, can he cut this off right now? A chance, but Sergey will hit a banger, and now we have a 3-on-3 situation with the lower bomb site being in the hands of the Finns.
Absolutely true. Bomb will be planted securely here. 3 players making their way down from Secret by the looks of things. So it's going to be Sticko to lead the charge. Big opening kill coming in, and Sunny, that's a fantastic Molotov. Should buy enough time here, but they do manage to get towards Decon at least. Sticko, 24 kills to his name, fires off some bullets towards the bomb site itself. No one actually there, and now they need to decide, do they need this round? Do they need to go for it? They haven't really got any utility to gain access. They're being held off by smokes and Molotovs right now. Might just be better off saving the weapons, especially with the AWP up.
Giving it a go. Makaleli only finding one. I don't think Zen's got much more. No time. AWP retrieved, and Sergey's bullets do not quite find him. So something to be preserved at least, but that will be ENCE 9.
Good effort. Did what they could with it. But ENCE, yeah, definitely keeping their head above water. Not over until it's over. Sergey with 3 kills towards the end. Yet to find map point, GODSENT will have to sit back and wait here. They recover the AWP, enables them to have one more full buy here. But we always say double digits, Chad. That's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
That's where the comebacks start to get murmured and whispered around the casting desk.
Yeah, for now, we just lie and wait for what should be a formality. GODSENT need 2 CT rounds, and there's a whole lot of chances to get it. 6 more of regulation. Ariel charging towards the vent dive, and he's actually managed to get away with it. No bomb on his back this time. Sunny does have, though. And so he'll be getting this bomb down fast. This is looking promising, fellas.
Yeah, absolutely. Vent dives are always very powerful. You can plant inside the smoke, so that incendiary doesn't do a whole lot. The nades should do, though. Follow-up spray damage, minimal, to be honest with you. Anything but there. As he comes in for a defuse, I like that. Go for it, Zen. You've got to. He's on it. Oh, my God. Has he got a kit?
He's holding a 10-second ninja defuse.
I love it.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Sunny does eventually catch him, but if he had a kit, that could have been the play of the game. I'd have lost my goddamn mind. Crystal trying to transfer. Not bad. Disconnected to X7, but he's got more frags coming. This chaos in the lower site is going to come to its conclusion. Maiden just does not have time, and ENCE will get the double digits that we start to get the conversation of a comeback going?
Well, yeah, now they're only 4 behind, bear in mind, but the ENCE side of Nuke, it came right down to the wire there, the 10-second defuse in the smoke. It was a brave play, but as Chad said, I liked it as well. I thought it was chaotic enough to certainly make the defense uncomfortable at that stage. You can see ENCE scrambling to find him. They knew there was a chance if he did have a kill, he actually could have won the round for them. Fortunately, he did not, as we get double digits. Here's the replay from Zen. Nice opening kill, pops a flashbang in, smoke on top of the bomb again, gets a defuse going, and like I said, if you had a kid, there was a chance there. This was still going on towards ramp, and the defuse was coming in. So very exciting round there. It was a straight up lower drop from the start. The get-go from the squeaky door. Buy not really there for GODSENT, and Maiden's going to be punished open things up. ENCE are starting to look pretty decent now. They're getting their mojo together.
I really like that defensive heart Molotov right there as well, knowing they were going up against that lower buy, just making sure the lobby crunch couldn't come on in within the early stages. And now, well, they push forward off of that opening frag and take a lot of territory. GODSENT are left scratching their heads. And Ariel, well, he's going to continue the punishment. We'll get traded eventually, but in a 2-on-4 situation, one would only assume that ENCE are sitting pretty for round number 11.
One would only. Sticko's M4 and Kevlar likely going to be more beneficial in the next round. He is, however, making a beeline for the vents.
I guess he just has to save, right?
Kind of has to, that's it. No kip.
Done it.
And this wasn't the full investment, right? They had their saved M4, and that was about it. So they are going to allow ENCE to get one step closer. Only 3 rounds behind now, but starting to look much better. GODSENT just need 1 for map point, but then getting number 16 is one of the most difficult rounds in CSGO, especially when you're on the ropes on the CT side. You're having scrappy buys, and you might get that 15th round and then get reset afterwards. 14-11 comes through, and there is healthy money for GODSENT here. 3 players survive to ENCE, just to note that. They can still win this in regulation, as surely the timeout will come in for GODSENT. It's been a bit of, yes, there it is. Been a little bit rough for them. Maybe we can check in with Sticko Cam, see what he's up to, see what his temperament's like. He actually is doing much better this time. Chad, he's got himself 25 kills.
Yeah, remember when he got the Krieg in his hands last time round, we saw the one Nuke. He was potent over towards that ramp position, but in the final fray of that map, he was left with an M4 and gets overwhelmed within that shadow position, which you saw him play time and time again. Rush, are you with us? Oh, Sticko's here too.
Hello.
Rush, what are you making of this?
I think this is a very interesting comeback from the ENCE boys. I didn't expect it. Like, let me just double check. Yeah, they had a lot of rounds they won in a row, GODSENT that is, and there's four on the board now for ENCE, and that is going to be a monumentous play. The music's picking up, and I'm going to pass it over back to you boys.
Thank you so much, Rush. Our man out there in the field right now. He's doing God's work out there as ENCE look to pick GODSENT in the bin. It's looking for 2-0 as we pick up the pace here towards the ramp for a Molotov to deny the push. And at this stage, it all comes to a halt. Looking at the grenade situation for GODSENT, still with smokes, flashbangs, and the incendiary. Just a single kit here. HE thrown in towards the CT vent. No one there to receive it. Big round here. GODSENT do not have the AWP available for them, but maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Mike Lely has said himself, it's not a map he really fancies the AWP on. Sometimes see Zen pick it up. Crystal as well, just the AWP back in the day, way back in the day. Let's see whether round 26 will pay dividends for ENCE once again. Taking damage at the start at least, but still relatively healthy. Good HE, potentially about to land here from Sticko. Thinks better of it. Repositions now onto the railings of the ramp room. You can see he's got plenty of potential to drop down after getting 1 kill or vision of a terrorist player on the other side. Speculative shots towards the squeaky door from Crystal. And a smoke now just to make up for it, just to make sure they can't come through. Good time to drop it as well. 45 seconds there. That's going to funnel them almost in towards ramp. Remember, Sticko opted to stay in this position for good reason as well. Great shot towards Sunny.
Oh.
And the grenade's not fantastic here, but 2 players in. I think Michael gets at least 2 here.
Yeah, Ariel has been known to react fast, and well, this time he's done it. Sticko receding. He knows with 30 seconds, there's a lot of ground for ENCE to cover before they can actually have a shot at winning this round. Are they going for the heaven play? They are with the bomb. Maiden hears the audio cue, and Crystal can react as well. Out they go, and already Maiden goes down. Alu gets such a huge frag all the way from Mini, but Crystal can ruin everything. He can take this first. He's anticipating a second, faking it out. Will force X7 to check. He's the only one that could frag. ENCE looking looking good for 12.
I love that from Crystal. The fact he taps the bomb as well, he knows they have to check it at some point. There's going to be a player up towards heaven for sure. Really decent effort. If he gets that kill, might have been onto something there, but they're going to have to save once again. They can't find round number 15. It's ENCE once more, taking matters into their own hands after Sticker got the opening frag.
I think with that really late ladder play, Alex, the reason that there was nobody still in that rafter position so late, you don't expect that. You don't expect ladder to come in when there's 20 seconds left on the board,
Remember,
right?
they haven't got an AWP either. We'd normally see an AWP rotate towards the ramp from once the ramp's taken. He'll come in, take a couple of pop shots, force him down towards lower. They didn't have that presence. Only the M4's there. It doesn't have the same sort of potency as the AWP. They don't have that same sort of presence. So they can still go towards heaven. They were even happy to make sound flying up the ladder there. And that's fine because they were planning on splitting from squeaky door and main entrance as they came up the heaven position. So they're fine to make sound cues there. It's almost by design to take that aggro. Their teammates getting ready towards Squeaky and Crystal. Nice job to get one, but there was such a very well orchestrated attempt there from ENCE. There was nothing he could really do to win the round.
Well, for GODSENT, we've hit max loss bonus now, so...
And it's a partial buy.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit
Ouch.
easier for their economy going forward. But if they do the whole win one, lose one situation, it might not be looking too pretty. ENCE are just going to steamroll on towards this top site. A little bit of basic utility. Trades are plenty.
Get those Molotovs down towards heaven if possible. Smoke will do as well. Don't want it to fall down the ladder. That
That's
happens a
horrible
lot.
when that happens.
It is the worst feeling. It's like, where did that smoke actually go? Okay. Well,
You wouldn't be able to get it down the ladder if you were trying. Let me
exactly,
give you
right?
the hot tip.
Every time you try and do it in like a high, like octane situation, must win round. It's like, oh, sorry lads, the smoke has fallen down the ladder. Normally down there.
Exactly there.
Rush has seen it a few times.
Rush has done it a few times.
Yeah, I know.
You said that with such conviction. Oh, I know. Oh, well, trust me. You've got like a couple of, you can recall off the top of your head.
Yeah, well, I don't want to bring anything up. No bad memories, that's for sure. But
Feels like Sticko's been saving this M4 4 rounds in a row. Poor guy.
Well, he has only died 15 times. So...
oh dear.
Won't be saving anything this time. ENCE are starting to manufacture quite the spree, actually. I'll double check the round
6 rounds in a row.
timeline. Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, it's kind of insane, really. They've turned this one around. It looked like it was done. They conceded, what was it, 6 rounds or 7 to kick things off, and now they're pulling 6 back on the T side of Nuke, and they're actually looking at the stronger team towards.
We even had the sticker clutch there, which was kind of more punishment for the ENCE boys, with Alu whiffing that shot in the heart position. We had the extra force buys in the first half coming out from ENCE. Yeah, so look, the fact that they're in this kind of a hole and they're still battling on back, considering all the woes and mental pressure that they've been dealing with, ENCE now are only 3 rounds away from picking up their first series win in 9 series.
Remember, GODSENT are going to pick up 4 pistols over 2 maps and potentially go 0-2, and they're yet to pick up a map in EPL so far. This would be such a horrible way for that to go down. We're already in desperate times in the league in general. This map felt like a lock-in. At least it felt like a map victory was on the agenda. It's still in the lead for now. Maybe getting a bit ahead of myself. Michael Eddy gone for the AWP here on Nuke. We haven't seen a whole lot of it so far, and we'll see whether it works out from towards Seeker. A very common position. We do get Molotov'd out eventually, and there it is. The Molotov comes through. We'll push him back, and he still has a chance at a slight angle, and will he be able to use it? Oh, the grenade, just to bait him in a little bit as well. So they know he might be there still. Swallows the grenade down to 51 points of health and start to reposition.
That's a cool idea of throwing a Molotov.
Yeah, I think you give him an advantage.
The nade, yeah. Oh, into the sight. Good grief. 3 frags in the blink of an eye. And it could very well be another round for ENCE, just like that.
So when they've tried to compensate for the outside pressure towards outside and ramp, now they've dropped the outside smokes. Michael Ellie's stuck out there. He's fired off an AWP shot. He's taken a nade to the face. They've completely reversed things up. The skylight flashes come through. It was a really beautiful play there from ENCE, and 3 kills out of nowhere. No chance at GODSENT. We've tied things up. They've got maximum loss bonus, as Chad mentioned, but that's only going to work out if they hold on to both of these weapons here. They need to keep the AWP and the M4.
Rush, can you free cam? Actually, we'll give it a second. Yeah, could you try and go to hut from here? Because there was a guy hanging onto the door, and it's, we'll wait and see if he can save his weapon first of all. See if you can capture this. Oh, I'm feeling good. Sticker's going to get both of them. Oh, maybe not. Can you get there in time? Holding on for dear life, he was.
That's amazing.
He's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Poor little guy. He's hanging out. Sunny now.
This is on Makaleli, right? So it's just the tip of his head.
He was already low as well, bear in mind for that nade. So it all works out very nicely, friends, there. 14-14. I didn't think I'd be saying that. 7 rounds in a row. Either way. GODSENT opened the half up with 7, and now ENCE looking to close it down, which is better, to be honest with you, with 7. Krieg's available. MP9 to the CT side, Chad. I'm getting a little bit worried for GODSENT. This was theirs. It was pretty much done, it felt like.
Oh,
look at the surf. And the kill. Sonny's had enough. This is the star power we've been looking for here. He does open things up. The MP9 battling tooth and nail on the bomb side floor. That is going to work out for 2. I don't know how. It's the AWP that might find map point first. And somehow, it's GODSENT. Defend them off there. Alu, silver slide chance here, but there it is. Map points, and now overtime has to be the next objective for ENCE.
Imagine if GODSENT get overtime and then still lose and do not pick up a map just yet.
I'm really going to be heartbroken for the GODSENT boys, considering just how everything that you would list you needed for a map victory, you know, in terms of pistols, players dropping frags. You've got Makaleli and Sticko on 20 apiece, closing in on 30 in regulation here from Sticko. If he can get a triple kill here, he will have done so. Let's see whether or not a GODSENT can close it out and secure their first map win of EPL. ENCE looking to secure themselves their first series win of EPL. That's the current state of affairs of the next minute and 40 seconds.
Gone back to a little bit of a slower approach here. We saw the all-in of the top side rush much earlier in the game not work, and then once again the fast top split also falling flat. ENCE have gone back for a bit of ramp presence here. 3 players flashing through, and oh, Sticko's just moved at the wrong time here. The pressure will be applied, and he has to drop on back.
So full ramp control. How do you build? Ooh, that's not what you want to see. It would have enabled them to have complete guarantee of no swing. Instead, Sergey has to respect the angle now instead. Alu outside on his mission and finds Zen a step towards overtime.
Yes, here we go, Alex. And this shot needs to connect as well. Alu taking matters into his own hands here. Sticko's in trouble. Overtime locked in. Crystal and Makaleli and wondering what in God's name just happened to them. And it looks like ENCE will close things out in style. I like that a lot. ENCE finished things with conviction there.
Yeah, and considering the way that this second half has trailed on out, all the confidence is on one side of the server here. GODSENT, the only round they won was, well, a bit of a fumble from ENCE, maybe putting too much gas. So yeah, let's... realistically, the way that this should play out is ENCE can continue this T-side momentum. There's no reason that what they've been doing, you know, you would argue hasn't been working. They could go on to get 3 in a row.
Is this not live? Because Zen's at spawn, 16K. Okay.
Oh, well. Just having a bit of bite of the sandwich, you know?
Yeah. Refueling. Sonny's doing the same thing again. Let's see if he can punish him in the same way again. Good wall bangs, cut him down to half, actually. But they do see the CTs fire back in a big way. 3 quick frags, and GODSENT are wishing they did this in the round before.
Well, there we go. Looking quite good for this first round, GODSENT. 5 versus 2 now. And Bobby. Sticko will find the bomb, guarantee the round. Alu didn't even go for the AK, or the AWP, I should say, in this round. So they had a much faster strategy in mind, which was evident in the play. Didn't work out this time. Alu to be taken down, and there's the final frag. Will be Makaleli to deliver it, and we go 1-0 here. It's first to 19. If we go 18-18, we do it all over again. And I believe this is 16K star money. So it means you get plenty of options for double AWPs if you so require. You don't see too many of them on Nuke. I don't think we will here today. I think that was more fun. I'm not sure. That was real punching.
Yeah, frustration, fun, all the F
They both start with F,
yeah.
Maiden gifted the preserved Krieg. Of course, let's not forget, with 3 rounds, getting that Krieg on the first certainly is a benefit for the CT side. We'll see what Zen can do with his outside utility. That looks like a perfect incendiary, but Sonny's not going to respect it. He's charging straight through gap, and now he can be punished. There's a huge gap, and Alu's been caught. Fortunately saved by the empty magazine, and now Crystal's and pressure from Hut. He will get the first transferring. His spray not perfect enough, at 7 low, and a 3v3 made even better. Aerial quickly trading, anticipating the push. Doesn't adjust in time for Maiden. He's trying to flash out. It will be the incendiary instead thrown off the ladder. That makes things difficult for him as well. God, that wasn't far off.
This is scary. Massive advantage in terms of HP for GODSENT, but the positioning of ENCE is better. They know a player's locked in towards the vents. Alu, the watchman here. Smokes off towards main. Makaleli in towards the hub. Aerial exploring his options now. They still have that player towards the vents, looking for the flanks. I'm not sure who picks this round up, but Maiden somehow gets out, gets both of them as well. 2-0 found, and it will be GODSENT with a commanding lead going forward here in overtime. As Ariel to kick things off, still wasn't quite enough here. It felt like that could have been it. With that player spotted, he gets that quick kill on their ladder. That could have been enough, but unable to find it.
Did Maiden just fly up the vents
I think so. I was wondering what the hell just happened.
Like that, of course, the guys from ENCE aren't ready for that. No one would expect him to just swing up the vent like that in a 2-on-2 situation. So caution being thrown to the wind here from GODSENT in overtime. They had such a commanding lead in this game. They're going to definitely feel like they've dropped the ball to have gotten to this point. And now ENCE, they need to post a miracle just to get around on the board here in overtime.
One round would be fine though, Chad, right? Considering it's overtime and it's just 3 rounds to be played. If you get a 2-1 scoreline, you'll be okay with that, I would say. And it looks like they're going to find it. Much better scenes here from ENCE as they go into a 5 versus 2. Crystal, though, is pretty safe towards the upper bomb site. And this orb shot's going to find the bomb again. That's Sticko pushing with the orb towards ramp. And now ENCE need to slow things down. There's a chance they give this one up at this point. This kill is very important. They save the day. Sticko can still win, though. He has control of the bomb, the most important factor here. He's low for sure, but they need to give him multiple targets now. They challenge together. Should be no problem. There we have it. Finally, ENCE will post a single round there on their T side. As long as they get one, all is fine. We'll switch things over and do the exact same thing again. Remember, 18 for map point or series point in ENCE's case here.
Yeah, lovely shot onto Hut as well. Very tight margin. Boom.
Yeah, nice shots. Didn't mean a whole much, but his stats are very high up there right now, so he'll be enjoying himself in that regard. Sticko with 31 kills at the very top of the scoreboard.
Smoke start to fly out once again. You see that CT Molotov to try and mess up and create a gap, and it does look like it's worked wonderfully. You can see now a perfect example of what that incendiary is designed to do. A third smoke pulled out of the T's just to get across safely, but it does indicate that there is someone behind that smoke, and you can see Sunny's position is a reaction to that. He'll throw out the smoke, a very effective one. I saw that a big part of the Katowice successes for Navi's Nuke.
Oh, that nade, how doesn't it land?
That's ridiculous. It was right next to 2 of them.
It goes in between those little boiler units and all of a sudden does 0 damage. It was perfectly thrown, perfectly timed to be gutted. He got nothing for that. Not that he's aware of it either way. Using the door just to suggest he's he'll be the one to swallow a grenade, that he could be either side. I think Sunny might be in trouble there, boys. Remember, GODSENT just need 1 for map point. No kills found yet.
There's no one down there with Sunny either. It's him against 4.
He's got X7 towards Ram now.
Okay, so
the Decon, he's dead from Decon, surely.
You would assume so. The audio cue. Zen can now hold Decon. Door opens. That's a lot for them to process. Maiden now catching Sunny and GODSENT. They get the opening kill they desire. 30 seconds, though. The pressure will be on them. Perhaps a little relieved now, because Maiden and Sticko fill the feed, and that will be 18 coming in hot.
Definitely. Might as well go for it.
Give it a whack. Oh, part of me felt Ali was about to get naughty, but no, it will be Zen to finish, and now GODSENT 1 round away from their first map win here of EPL.
Yeah, just map win. They've played 3 best of 3 so far. Hasn't gone too well for them, but this is a step in the right direction. 1 round to do it. That was the exposed back Sunny and Aloe jumping down the vents to the AWP. Good effort here with the orb, but not quite enough to win the round, I'm afraid, as we get into round number 5 at the second half of overtime. 2 more for double. ENCE can definitely take us there. 2 rounds on the CT side when they're fully equipped isn't outside the realms of possibility, that's for sure. 3 nades towards main entrance, and Sunny only takes minimal damage there, just 15. Smoke him out. So can GODSENT close things here?
Look at the paranoia that one smoke has caused. Very effective as the smokes will fly in. All 3 landing perfectly this time.
I really didn't like the positions where Sunny and X7 were trying to defend from in the previous, so now that we do see GODSENT chaining together to go down secret, I'm hoping that ENCE have set up a better defense of this lower bomb site. So far, only 1 member over towards the decon door back steps, and that will be Sunny once again.
Okay. Tested. still standing his ground, multiple targets, and it doesn't just seem particularly enough for this low side defense. Fortunately, Ariel does catch Sticko, and we keep things level, but exposed. X7 descending the ramp will get caught by Maiden, the perfect weapon for the job. Alu's locked out for now, and the bomb will be going down. That's going to be on Zen. Excuse me, Crystal. Getting that one planted. They're all coming from ramp room. This is just a gallery. Sergey does claw one back, but they're running out of health. They're running out of players. A 1v3 situation for Alu. Already losing some health. Hard shots. Crystal confirms it. GODSENT take map 2.